Indonesia lets Uyghurs down, standing up for China against UN. Chinese regional authorities are believed to have held close to 2 million Uyghurs and other Muslim minorities in a vast network of internment camps since early 2017. Indonesia turned its back on the Uyghurs on Friday after it voted against a US-led proposal to debate China's alleged human rights abuses against the Muslim Uyghur minority that the UN's human rights body should not be used for purposes of political rivalry. The 19-17 vote by the UN Human Rights Council on Thursday drew an angry response from Uyghur and other human rights advocates, who accused governments in the voting majority of pandering to China. Indonesia, the world's most populous Islamic-majority country, was among council members that voted to block discussion of a United Nations report, which found Beijing's abuses against the Uyghur community could constitute crimes against humanity. Other nations rejecting the proposal included Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Qatar, United Arab Emirates and Uzbekistan. India, the Gambia, Libya and Malaysia were among 11 countries abstaining. Achnul Habib, Director of Human Rights and Humanitarian Affairs at Indonesia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, said the Council should be an inclusive forum for countries to have an impartial dialogue and not selective in its approach to human rights issues. We voted no, because we don't want the politicization of the Human Rights Council, for it to be used for the purpose of political rivalry, Achnul Habib told a news conference. In this regard, Indonesia also cooperates, coordinates and consults with all parties, including with the countries that support the proposal, with Western countries and China. The call for discussion followed an August United Nations report that said China's repression of Uyghurs and other Turkic minorities in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region (XUAR) may constitute international crimes, in particular crimes against humanity. Febrian Rediad, Indonesia's permanent representative to the United Nations in Geneva, explained the no vote by saying the Human Rights Council should focus on building an environment that encourages all countries to fulfill their human rights obligations. We believe the approach taken by the Council today will not yield meaningful progress, especially because it does not enjoy the consent and support of the concerned country, Febrian Rediad told Council members. Donkun Isa, president of the World Uyghur Congress, alleged that China was using the pretext of religious extremism to carry out atrocities against the Uyghur minority. China has carried out its genocide against Uyghurs largely because of Uyghurs' belief in Islam. Basically, China has declared war on Islam and has been attacking Islamic beliefs and values, he told Radio Free Asia RFA, an online news service affiliated with Banner News. Human rights are universal, said Rushan Abbas, executive director of the Campaign for Uyghurs. Greg Barton, an Indonesia scholar at Australia's Deakin University, said Jakarta's move was disappointing, but not surprising. Rene Pattirajavane, a scholar at the Center for China Studies in Jakarta, said Indonesia's vote was in line with its non-alignment foreign policy. Indonesia should not be lured into a campaign to vilify China for the interests of other countries, he told Banner News. Indonesia in any context will not want to join anti-China bullying.